Well, I guess good things don't last long, because here goes my first negative review. Let's talk about it. Him centers on a promising young football player, Cameron Cade, played by Tarek Withers, who's invited to train at the isolated compound of the legendary aging quarterback Isaiah White, played by Marlon Wayans. Isaiah takes his prodigy on a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and pursuit of excellence at any cost. Him is directed by Justin Tippin and written by three guys. They are Skip Bronke, Zach Akers, and the director himself, Justin Tippin. The film claims to be a horror film, but the only true horror was having to sit through the entire film itself. Let me tell you off the bat, in pure honesty, I did not enjoy this film much. Don't get me wrong though, the director did accomplish to being one thing, and that was being different. Thing is, different is good if the story was cohesive. There were some editorial choices made by the director that you would either like or not. I saw a trailer for this film as I was waiting to see The Conjuring: The Last Rites, and all I remembered was Jordan Peele. So I thought he directed this film. And as I was watching him, I was thinking, damn, Jordan Peele really directed this film? What? Doesn't make any sense to me. But then I got to see who actually directed this film once the credits began rolling. You know it's a bad film when the main actor, Marlon Wayans, has to go on social media and defend the negative reviews or the low score on Rotten Tomatoes. I will agree with him though. White Chicks, Scary Movie 1 and 2, they're pretty hilarious, but then again, those are comedies. This film claims to be horror, and that in my opinion should be straightforward, but it did not turn out that way at all whatsoever. For now, let me go over what I liked about the film. This director took some bold choices when it came to the imagery. There are unique filming techniques throughout the whole film, and one example is when they are playing football in the compound. That whole scene was either good if you enjoy all the movement through the helmet, or bad if you get headaches really easily. I did not mind that at all, but after some time it was kind of a mess. The saving grace here throughout the whole film is Marlon Wayans. His over-the-top performance is what allowed this film to actually shine. If it wasn't for him, this would have been a true disaster. It has some crazy ass scenes. For example, if someone breaks their bones, you can actually see the bone going through the body itself or the skin, and that for me was the true horror of this film, aside from having to sit down throughout the whole freaking movie. This film is pretty short, an hour and 30 minutes, but that felt like the longest hour and 30 minutes of my whole life. And honestly, that's all that I liked about this film. Let me go over the cast breakdown really quickly. Yeah, it's a big cast, but the two main people that you truly somewhat care about are the main character Isaiah White, again played by Marlon Wayans, and he is the reason why this film did not burn to the ground. And then there is Tarek Withers as Cam or Cameron. He did an okay job, honestly. The film did not do a good job with helping us connect with his character. But now let me go over the things I did not like about this film. And there's quite a lot. I feel like we missed a whole part of the movie watching Cameron grow up from a little boy to being older. This would have helped the viewers connect with the actual main character much more. Cameron has a major accident in the beginning of the film, and it kind of just happens without explanation until the very end, but at that point you kind of don't care anymore. The imagery itself is meant to enhance the film, but here it does a horrible job at doing that. There are a lot of random moments that happen that just make no sense at all whatsoever. And I hate to say this, but I have to be honest. I feel that the writers and the director just threw shit at the wall to see what actually stuck. There is no cohesive storytelling at all whatsoever here. And to top it off, they made some weird ass choices with the sound mixing. It was clear as day that in some scenes the characters are talking to one another, but the music in the background is so loud that all you see is the mouth just moving. You can barely hear them. Like, what the hell was happening? And at times it felt like the main role was to be played by The Weeknd. I can see him being this character instantly. The film tries so hard to be abstract, but at times it's a bit too much. Like for example, those x-ray scenes. After the first, second, third, fourth time, I'm like, come on man, can you just freaking stop? There is a doctor in this film, and the doctor is meant to help Cameron and Isaiah White. And there's one scene where the doctor tells Cameron, I've been preparing you for this. And Cameron looks at him and asks, prepare me for what? I'm thinking, my guy, you're there for a reason. How dumb is this writing? I want to go over certain scenes, but I feel that there might be spoilers, so I need to hold back. I will say this is a bunch of noise and random scenes stitched together. This felt like a real long epilogue for a music video. Hell, I even got a chance to see the Deathly Hollow symbol in the film. At least that put a smile on my face. It's funny how this film has a loud and clear message. Real men make sacrifices, but I guess not enough to make a good film. I like to be an optimist, but I gotta be honest with everyone. This film did not do it for me. This all leads me to my rating for this film, and this is 2 out of 5 stars. This film is not the true cinematic experience in theater. I cannot recommend this film at all to you because this means you have to go and waste money on this. But to each their own. So if you wish to give it a chance, go on a Tuesday when it's cheap or go early in the day when it's half the price. Well, thank you my cinematic family for your time today. Please hit that subscribe button, maybe that like button if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on him down below. And as always, take care. See you next time.